Goodwill has so many programs that make a difference, and we are focusing on nurse-family partnership and how their nursing supervisors help first-time parents succeed. I am chatting today with Teresa Baker, nursing supervisor.
Yes, how you doing?
Doing so well, and I know babies and first-time mothers are doing well because of nurse-family partnership.
Yes, yes.
And I just wanted to learn, what is it?
Nurse Family Partnership is a nonprofit nurse home visiting program with bachelor-prepared nurses who help and support to transform the lives of vulnerable mothers that are pregnant for the first time. So we try to make sure that our clients are enrolled by 28 weeks. During that time frame, when we first start out, we're seeing them weekly. And after about a month or so, we see them every other week until their baby is born.
Rochelle Andraskevich joins us, nursing supervisor, and I have always been a big fan, a big believer in Goodwill and what it does. And let's talk about nurse-family partnership and Goodwill.
Nurse Family Partnership's been a part of Goodwill in Michiana for a number of years, but it wasn't until about 2015 that Debie Coble, our president and CEO, found out about Nurse Family Partnership. And when she did, she realized that there's really a gap in services provided through Goodwill to the community. And with the wraparound services that Goodwill can provide, they found that it was just a really good fit.
And in your experiences, how have you seen it help people?
Oh man, I've seen it change lives. I mean, I've been with Nurse Family Partnership for 3 years. Our clients can stay in the program up until their child is 2 years old.
Personally,
yes.
What has it meant to you?
Well, I was a teenage parent. I had my first child at 17 years old. And like I said, I wish this program was around because I'm pretty sure I would have done some things a little bit different. But I am glad that I am able to be a part of this and I can help other 17-year-olds out there that may be struggling with their first pregnancy and may need that extra support. And that's exactly what Nurse Family Partnership provides.
This program is really beneficial to moms. Mom is the expert, and so what does she see as needs in her life? How can we pair her with community resources to really make the best outcomes for her and her baby?
Why the nurses? Why nurses?
Nurses are able to see some things that the doctors may not see, being that in the beginning of the pregnancy, the clients are going to see them like once a month, every other week. So we catch things such as preeclampsia, because we do blood pressures and weights. We can catch things such as issues with diabetes, gestational diabetes, and we also give our clients an opportunity to talk to us about things that they may be afraid or feel like they don't have the right to talk to their doctors and nurses about, or maybe even feel rushed during their appointments. However, we do not replace the nurse and doctor visits. We definitely let them know that if there's an emergency or anything like that, that they need to stay in contact with their provider.
This is critical for families, especially in our part of the state.
The state of Indiana is ranked in the top 10 for infant mortality and maternal mortality in the country. So we're working with these moms to try and provide that support so we can lower those rates.
And you got the diapers.
Yes, so we do have a diaper distribution center that was recently started through Goodwill. They partner with other organizations in the community to get diapers to those in need. So if anybody's wanting to donate diapers, we can always use more.
If you are a first-time mom, this is an excellent program to be a part of. You have tons of support. We are there for you, whatever you are trying to do, and tell other people about the program. I am elated to be a part of this and to be able to be a part of changing lives all over Michiana.
So how do people follow up to contact?
You can find us on Facebook at NFP of Northern Indiana. Call at 574-472-7378 or email at nfp@goodwill-ni.org.
We sure appreciate you and everyone for being on.
Thank you.
Goodwill's Nurse Family Partnership offers support for expectant mothers in need. Our nurses provide regular home visits to help expectant mothers have healthy pregnancies and healthy, successful children. Nurse Family Partnership provides all of Goodwill's service to every family member and will stay with the family until the child is 2 years old. Donate today to help provide Goodwill's Nurse Family Partnership to mothers in your community and give children the best possible start in life. For more, visit goodwill-ni.org.
This is Charlie Adams for Open for Business at the Excel Center in South Bend, one of their 4 locations where they are helping adults transform their lives through getting their high school diploma. Various challenges in life, circumstances lead to where some folks just don't finish. Well, here it can be done, free of charge, with childcare provided, transportation assistance, life coaching, and more. And we're going to learn all about it, how it works. Take a tour. Hear from Dr. Albert, the Vice President, about all the details, about the 3 pillars, and how this can lead to opportunities here at the Excel Center. I'm with Dr. Chris Albert, Vice President of the Excel Center. And Dr. Albert, talk to folks about what this offers, how it's different from similar kind of things, and how it can help people out there and people that they know.
Well, thank you for having us today,
Yes.
Charlie. I'm excited to speak about the Excel Center. And one thing I want to articulate is that we are a Core 40 high school diploma program. A lot of people may think that
Right.
we're a GED program or what's called the HSE now, which is a high school
Right.
equivalency. We are a Core 40 state recognized diploma program.
adults.
For adults. So we are age 18 and up, and when I say up, I mean it.
Yeah.
Our keynote speaker this year in Gary was an 84-year-old
Oh.
graduate, which was wonderful to see.
Awesome.
So we do try to serve everyone in the community who is interested in completing their high school diploma.
And there are certain principles that pertain to this, right?
Absolutely. So we kind of focus on 3 pillars. And the first pillar is going to be kind of to individualize your needs as a person.
Okay.
So when you bring in that diploma, obviously we don't have a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior
Right.
class you would see in a high school. So when they come in, we tailor the education to meet the needs that they have, the courses
Right.
that they need.
Yeah.
The second component in that is we do follow the Indiana Department of Education's College and Career Readiness. So we are following that program with the Core 40 diploma. And then the third aspect is the life coach. And what the life coach will do is we all know that things happen as you're an adult, life happens. And when you come across barriers or obstacles, the life coach will be there to do a wellness check, to provide those wraparound services if there's any bumps in the road, so to speak, as they're trying to earn their diploma.
What about cost, getting here, times a day? When I think high school, it was 7:30 till 2:30. What about those things?
Absolutely. So what we try to do is remove as many obstacles and barriers as we can. Number one, the word everybody loves is free. We are a free program, and again, that gets funded through Goodwill Industries. But we also want to articulate that if you have problems with transportation, that we can provide bus tokens and get you to the facility. If there's a pregnancy or you have children, we have a Kids Excel program. And if you need flexible scheduling because of a job or just circumstances, we have morning, afternoon, and evening classes. We've got the Kids Excel program, which is right in here, which is our preschool. And they'll be able to go in there. We've got room for infants, we've got room for toddlers, and we've got preschool area. So regardless of what age they have, they can come in until they're school age, and they can go to another building in their public school. But this is very nice because the adults like the fact that the children are here.
Yes.
And when they get breaks, they can kind of check in on them. Which is, it's a comfort as a parent. They're here. They don't have an additional stop to make. They can bring them here. And and we're just very excited about what the Kids Excel program offers.
Yes. And talk about the community, what this means to businesses and how it strengthens communities when people go through this?
Absolutely. We all, as employers, we want to have educated workforce.
Yes.
So we really want the people in the South Bend community in Elkhart and Gary and Hammond. We want to make sure that the communities are strengthened by having more employees educated. So if they are hiring people who haven't finished their high school diploma, encouraging them to come to the Excel Center. But that strengthens the community at large because we have more civic-minded, educated, adults in our community, and that's really what we're trying to provide in that fabric and follow the Goodwill mission.
Now, people know Goodwill mission. They go to the stores. I love to shop there. And you think that's it. You're getting a great bargain. But when they go to Goodwill, they're supporting this, right?
Absolutely, and that's one of the simple ways that everyone can help. When you go to Goodwill and you make a donation, or you go to Goodwill retail stores and you make a purchase, Goodwill's mission is to fund the programs like the Excel Center that give back to the community. It's one of many programs that we have. So that's where we're able to keep it free for our adult students and provide that community service.
The Excel Center is throughout the state, but up here you oversee 4 locations?
Absolutely, yes sir. So we have 4 locations. We have Gary, Hammond, Elkhart, and South Bend. Okay. So that is our own entity up here for Michiana Goodwill Services. But we also have a campus down in Indianapolis, and they are an established hub that we utilize for professional development and any kind of help within the Excel Center model.
So for folks out there, this could help them, but they might have a friend or a loved one that doesn't know about this, that maybe needs to finish it up. What's the contact information? How they're watching this now, but how do they learn more? Talk, call, email, what have you?
Absolutely, Charlie. So sometimes when you're watching this program, it does impact you and you need the help. But if you have a loved one or a friend or a neighbor that you think would benefit from this, you can go to our website, which is just goodwill-ni.org. And if you go to the Services tab, you can find more information about our Excel Center program. And again, we have 4 campuses up here, and we try to do everything we can to remove those barriers to help you achieve your high school diploma.
We've been with Dr. Chris Alber, Vice President of the Excel Center, and that website again is?
It's goodwill-ni.org.
Goodwill-ni.org.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for inspiring us. I am so excited about this and what it offers for folks out there.
Thank you, Charlie.
The Excel Center is a free public high school giving adults the opportunity to earn an Indiana Core 40 high school diploma. Their mission is to provide coursework and support needed to earn a diploma to pursue career and college pathways, offering flexible class schedules, free childcare, transportation assistance, extended hours, and year-round operation. Enrollment is open to any Indiana resident who does not have a high school diploma. The Excel Center, a tuition-free high school for adults. Enroll online today.
This is Charlie, back again for Open for Business. When you think about Goodwill, what do you think about? Thrift stores, great shopping, but there's so much more to Goodwill, including programs like WeConnect. We're catching up with its director, Amber Terry, about how WeConnect makes a difference through Goodwill. Joining me is Amber Terry, Program Director for WeConnect, and I'd like to learn more about WeConnect and the Success Coach program.
So WeConnect is actually a program run through Goodwill Industries of Michiana, and we partner with employers across our 16 counties to provide success coaches to help improve their retention and keep their employees at work by addressing the barriers that exist outside of work that don't just stop when you walk through the door.
So what are the goals, the main goal, other goals of WeConnect?
So the main goal for WeConnect is actually to keep employees at work. We want to help them succeed and thrive and address any barriers they have going on, whether that's childcare, housing, transportation. It could be they want to go back to school or they have a child going to college and it's been years since they've done a FAFSA. We'll be there to help walk them through that, provide them the resources, make the connections for them, and help support them all the way through.
What has been the success rate?
So presently for 2022, we are sitting at a 99% retention rate for all of our employees who have used WeConnect. And in 2021, we actually helped 150 individuals with 50 repeat users. And we had a retention rate last year of 87 to 90% across our companies.
Man, this is a big project. A lot of people involved, a lot of organizations. Who does WeConnect partner with?
So we partner with Beacon Health Systems. We work with South Bend Memorial Hospital and Elkhart General Hospital. We work with Wellness Pet, B&B Molders, Notre Dame University. We also work in LaPorte County with Bloxam and Fiberbond, American Renolit, and Paladin and all of their partner agencies. And then we also just recently started to work with the Maryville School Corporation and their families that they have as well.
What is the benefit of having WeConnect? Because I know employers out there, companies want to have retention because to replace, that's costly, it takes time. Talk about the benefits there.
Yeah, so the benefit for an employer is you get the buy-in from your employees, right? You're supporting them, you're showing them that you care. Let's give you this resource and this tool. And for the employer, they're saving money because what it costs to turn an employee just at a base rate of $8 an hour is $3,500, just about. And that's from a 2018 statistic. So that number's obviously gone up. And that's just your training and your baseline of hiring an employee. So when you're looking long-term at retention rates and this being the market that we're in with employers and employees wanting to come to work and getting them to come back to work, it's really priceless for an employer to have a success coach.
So from a business owner's perspective, why would they want to engage with you all? What are the benefits?
So when we're working with employees, we're really dealing with a cross-function of barriers that exist. And it can be things like my childcare is making me 15 minutes late to work because I'm driving across town. But I'm receiving a point for that because I was late. But my employer doesn't know that for me to get to work, I'm catching 2 trains and every stoplight on the way, and that's why I'm late. It's not because I slept in, it's not because I don't want to be here. But we also deal with issues in regards to mental health, and that's a huge thing in all of our communities right now. And it's come out a lot through COVID, and a lot of people had underlying things that have occurred and things have changed. So we've dealt with things like suicide prevention and catching individuals before they're at that place and making sure they get the referrals and the help that they need so that their needs are being met and they're able to get the assistance before it's too late. We also deal with getting their food assistance. If they don't have time to make it to the mobile food pantry, the success coach can go get them a box and bring it back to them at work. So we're able to really do a multitude of things that typically you wouldn't see done.
So if an employer is looking into being a part of this with the employees, what can you tell them?
So if you're an employer and you're wondering about how the Success Coach program works, the Success Coach program is actually a success coach comes and sits on site at your facility, typically for an hour, typically during a break time, shift change. It could even be just during a time slot that you're going to allow them to have access to the Success Coach. The Success Coach is then there to build relationships, to become that familiar face. So when your employees do have an issue that arises, they already know who they're going to be calling on the other end of the phone or who's going to be answering their emails or their texts. And we're really there to build that relationship. And a majority of our work actually goes on when we're not sitting on site. So when the employee's contacting us, by call or by text, we're then really doing all of that groundwork for them and the resources without them having to reach out to us just one time during the week. We're available for them whenever it's kind of beneficial for the employee.
Amber, so much valuable information here. It's been exciting for me to learn more about how this helps people, companies. Folks want to learn more. How do they contact?
So if they'd like to contact WeConnect or get more information about our Success Coach program and how you can partner, you can reach out to me by email at WeConnect@goodwill-ni.org. You can give me a phone call at 574-323-3719.
323-3719?
That's correct.
Amber, it has been wonderful talking to you and learning about this and helping to get the word out there to the folks. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Goodwill Industries of Michiana is proud to introduce WeConnect, helping employers improve retention by connecting employees with supportive resources. Not all companies are able to provide services needed for continued employment. Through WeConnect, Goodwill helps overcome barriers such as child care, housing, transportation, continued education, and job skills counseling. Goodwill and WeConnect. Engage, empower, retain. For more information, email WeConnect@goodwill-ni.org.
This is Charlie, once again for Open for Business at Goodwill in South Bend. When you think Goodwill, you think thrift, retail, but there's so much more. Services that help so many. Those looking for skills, job opportunities, veterans, first-time mothers, adults looking to get that high school diploma, and more. And we are talking with their CEO, their leader, Debie Coble, about all of the opportunities and how the community can be a part of this in this conversation at Goodwill. We're here now with Debie Coble, President and CEO of Goodwill Industries. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, I'm so inspired to be here. And let's start with the history of it.
So Goodwills have been flourishing since 1902 is when it first started. And so our Michiana area Goodwill actually was founded in 1936. We were an offshoot of the Gary Goodwill. And so at that point in time, they were growing and expanding in that way. But what's really neat as full circle is in 1999, the Gary Goodwill started having financial difficulty. And so they came under our jurisdiction. And so now we are all one again.
When you talk about Goodwill, I know I get excited about going in and the bargains and the value and everything. Yes. The bottom line is it's more than a store.
Absolutely. What we really try to have folks understand is the fact that we use our stores to actually fund our mission. Mm-hmm. So when you buy that pair of jeans or that sports coat or you donate through the drive-thru, you are actually supporting mission in a way that you never realized.
Debie, I'm a motivational guy. I'm a big believer in missions and mission statements. What about Goodwill?
So we do have a mission statement, and so it is about strengthening the communities by empowering individuals and families through education, training, and job placement.
Those three, education, training, job placement.
And they all three need to be there to help folks get to where they want to go.
Let's talk about Goodwill's impact on community and vice versa.
We are growing by leaps and bounds right now and looking at ways that there are unmet needs in the community. And that doesn't mean that we meet all those unmet needs, but we look at it as in our wheelhouse. Is there somebody who can do it better, or do we need to take a look at that? So over the past 9 years, we've really looked at that. And so we have added programs like the Group Violence Save, where that is a wonderful community partnership with the South Bend City. And we are actually reducing the gun violence in our community and helping members who are prone to that get out of that lifestyle and start a new life so that they can live and be safe.
Debie, let's talk about Goodwill's impact on employers.
So I don't think you can talk to an employer right now who doesn't say, I need people, right? And so one of the things that we do is we do work with employers to help them find employees. And so as individuals go through our programs and they become job ready and demonstrate that they are ready to take that next step, we're the place for employers. With our new academy that has launched, that's going to have even a greater impact, where we've already started construction training over in Elkhart that will eventually be coming across the territory. We are opening our automotive training, our CNC, soon welding. And so those are the kinds of things where individuals can get the training that they need to move into a career where they're going to make a nice income for them and their families.
What's the latest on Excel Center and how it's been going and what's ahead?
So we opened our fourth one last year, and it is going well. It's over in Elkhart, and so we're seeing as things are softening a bit, we're seeing that grow. We did some modifications to expand room for them, and I don't know if it's going to be good enough to get them through the year or not, and they're going to need to have more room. But we have helped over 500 individuals since 2014 walk across the stage and get their high school diploma, plus a certification for a skill to help them again get that, what we call most abundant living wage, so that they can care for their families as they would like to.
How can the community support and partner when you see the mission of Goodwill and the impact? Folks out there, it's on their heart to help. How can they?
So there's so many different ways. The first and the easiest one is clean out those closets.
Yes.
We were laughing during the pandemic. That's what people were doing. We were so blessed with donations.
Okay.
And so our needs will always be there, though. So when you keep a bag in your closet, and if you haven't worn it for 6 months, think about giving it to us. And so that's an easy way. Shopping is another easy way to be a partner.
Let's talk about how people can help, and specifically financially.
Right, so we do have the stores. We talked about that. They play a significant role. And while we do get some grants and we get some donations from foundations, one of the things are those financial donations from the community. And so when individuals invest in Goodwill, they are investing in the lives of people in our community who are in most need. And one of the things that is very important to remember, we are a bit unique because we have our stores. Any financial donation goes straight to mission. None of it touches overhead. And so we're very blessed to be able to do that. So if people are thinking about what is my return on the investment that I give when I give to Goodwill, there you have it. Directly impacts the people that need it the most.
Just from the heart, what would you say to folks about all of it?
So, I think the thing that is really most important is to understand what Goodwill really is about. We are a thrift store, but the thrift store is what funds a large part of the mission. But we are really here to help people grow, help them develop, and get to the best life that they can possibly be.
Key contact information, what can you share?
Sure, absolutely. So the easiest way is to go to goodwill-ni.org, and there's a contact tab on the website. And so we'll get to our marketing department as well as to me. And then also too, you can always call 574-472-7300, and we'll get you into the right place to answer your questions.
And Debbie, a lot of folks do the Facebook. You all have a strong presence there.
We really do, and you can find us if you search for Goodwill NI. You can see up to date our store hours, if those are changing right now. You can find the activities we're doing and what's going on.
Well, Debbie, it's been a joy catching up with you and learning so much. I've had a chance, we have as a crew, to tour so many places. I'm so moved by this and so thankful we can get the word out there. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. If your business would like to be featured on an upcoming episode, email us at openforbusiness@WHME-TV46.com. We'll see you next time. We're open for business.